Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Lee Marie and I make videos about business ownership and candles. And in today's video, I wanted to talk about the 4 things that will level up your business. So basically take you to the next level of business ownership when it comes to a candle business or really any product-based business. Okay, so these 4 things are in no particular order, and you do not need to do them all at the same time. You can certainly do them gradually depending on how your budget allows. So number 1, and this is one of the most important things that I think any business owner, if you have a product-based business, you should have, and that is a graphic designer. I know that in the beginning, many of us, including me, we make the candles at home, we do our own labels, and we do our own packaging, and we do great at markets and things like that. But if you really want to take your business to the next level, then I highly suggest getting a graphic designer. Now, what you can do is just search for graphic designers. They don't have to be in your area, they're freelance. Mine is in the same state as me, but she's not in the same city or anything like that. So we basically just communicate via email. And you want to send out requests or quotes to a lot of different graphic designers because their pricing varies wildly. For example, I went through probably 15 before I found mine. We vibe very well. She understands my vision. We had a great rapport, and her rates are incredibly reasonable. So a graphic designer is super, super important. They can design your product boxes, your labels, your candle care cards, your website. If you want to get into wholesale, they can design a wholesale catalog and get it ready for print. Mine designed my tissue paper. It's just really nice working with the same person over and over. Again, since they're freelance, you work with them on a project-to-project basis, which means you can start out with just one project if you don't have the money to do everything at once. That's totally fine. But that's what I love about my designer is anytime I have need of her, I just email her, give her a quick, rundown of what my new project is, and then we start talking. So number 1, super important, graphic designer. Now, number 2 kind of goes along the same lines as number 1 because number 2 is professional product packaging. So that could be a box, professional labels, professional bags, custom tissue, branded items. Those really level up your business and kind of make you stand out from everybody else. So again, these are investments. This is something that you don't have to do everything all at once, but just slowly but surely start branding things and start getting custom items made. So rather than making your own candle care cards, maybe have your graphic designer design some for you and have them professionally printed. With your labels, instead of printing the labels off at home, have your graphic designer design labels and then take them to be professionally printed. Now, one complaint I hear a lot from candle makers and pretty much any product-based business is that labels and boxes are very expensive, and they can be. You just really need to do some research and find places that are not expensive, and trust me, they exist. So down in the description below, I will link both of the companies that I use that are super affordable for the quality that you get. I'm talking full color, gold foil, the whole 9, super affordable. The first one is called Consolidated Label. They're located here in Florida and they do foil labels for super cheap. I'm talking 17 cents a label. I'm super, super cheap. Definitely get a quote from them, but full color with foil, super affordable. So the second one is called Your Box Solution. Their website is yourboxsolution.com. And they are fantastic because not only do they have amazing boxes that you can do, almost any size, they have hundreds of dies, but they also are super eco-friendly. They have an entire section on their website that talks about their process and how it's sustainable, eco-friendly. All their materials are FSC certified. They use low vitality inks. I mean, it's amazing. I was so lucky to find them. And their rates are really affordable per box, okay? So the product packaging, make sure that whatever product you're putting in there is one you're gonna have long-term, it's one you're dedicated to, it's one you love, because you do need to order, quite a few boxes, anywhere from 250 to 500 for your opening order. So just make sure that it's a product that is gonna stick around for a really long time. Both of those companies, just so you know real quick, I'm not affiliated with them. I get no money if you use them. They're only the ones that I use and I absolutely love them. So just keep that in mind. So now to give you some examples, I want to give you some examples of the work that my graphic designer did and then the two companies that I use, okay? So the first one is my graphic designer designed this label and then I had it produced at Consolidated Label in Florida. This is... It says Wicked Apple. This is one of my fall candles. And I absolutely love, love, love this candle. It's so, so pretty. So as you can see, that's gold foil. And this was designed again by my designer. I love her so much. And this was printed by Consolidated Label. So this looks like a professional candle, okay? So second thing that my designer did is she does all my labels. So this is my wax melt label. And again, gold foil. Let me go like that maybe. There you go. Gold foil, so pretty. And so these again were printed by Consolidated Label and designed by my graphic designer. Super, super important. I get compliments on these labels all the time. And then of course, my product boxes. And again, totally designed by my graphic designer. She does such an amazing job. And these were printed by yourboxsolution.com. So it is possible to get affordable product packaging. You just have to really narrow down what items would benefit from having their own box or from having professional labels. If anything, the boxes are a little bit more on the expensive side, so I would go straight to the labels and do professional labels. The minimums at Consolidated Label are $100 per design, which is like nothing, especially if they're 17 cents a piece. That's $17. For 100 professional, gorgeous gold foil, silver foil, whatever kind of foil label they can do for you. So product packaging, super important step to leveling up your business. And one thing real quick before I get to number 3 that I want to reiterate is this process should be a gradual process. Nobody expects you overnight to be a different brand with brand new packaging and a brand new website and a brand new this and a brand, nobody expects that. So don't think that it's a race. This is something that you can do gradually as, your sales and money and that you're reinvesting allows. So definitely take your time with it, do it right. It's not a race. Okay, so number 3, and again, all of these kind of go together, but that's why they're so important, is because when you have all of these done, like your brand is just gonna go to the next level. So number 3 is professional product photography. Everybody starts out taking their own photos. I still do, take some of, the photos that you see on Instagram and things like that. But on my website and on any kind of printed material, it was time for me to pay for professional photography. I actually did what's called a branding photo shoot. And so the photo shoot was me, lifestyle pictures and like headshots, things like that. And also my products. Either my products in flat lays for my website, my candles in like homes and, beautiful settings and things like that. Those are all pictures that I can use on my website. I can use them for social media. I can use them for marketing and advertising. And one thing to keep in mind is I've been interviewed a couple of times by magazines and they request professional pictures. So if the magazine itself isn't coming out and doing like a feature spread type of thing with their own photographer, generally they'll do the story on you and then they'll ask for professional pictures. And so that's why I'm really, really happy that I have professional pictures now, that if, a magazine were to ask, hey, we need some professional shots of this candle or of yourself or whatever, I can send them over. And again, it just makes a big difference. You can usually tell when a picture is professional and when it is either taken with a phone or at home. And again, there's nothing wrong with that. I still take pictures using my iPhone for pictures on my Instagram and everything. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm just saying, if you want the difference, if you want to take it to the next level, professional photography is the way to go. Now, if you're on a budget, like many of us are when you're first starting out, it would be a good idea for you to contact different photographers in the area and see what their rates are and if they do product photography. Another good thing is, if you have a college in your town, see if they have any photography majors or individuals that are just starting out as professional photographers. They're more than likely to cut you a deal on your product photography. So you get professional photos, they get stuff for their portfolio. It's a win-win. So that's definitely something to keep in mind when you're first starting out, is you can do this affordably, I promise. But it is an important step if you really want to level up your business. And last, but certainly not least, to tie everything in together that we've talked about, is a website. And I'm talking professional. A professional website is hugely different from, like a free website template that you get on Shopify. And yes, I started there. We all start there. It's totally fine if that's where you're at. But again, if you want to take your business to the next level, step number one, if you're on Shopify, is to pay for a template. So if you haven't already done that, please do that. The templates are anywhere from $160 to $180. They're fully worth the price. If you go to my website right now, it's www.nokomishomefragrance.com. While my graphic designer is currently working on my new website, this is the website that I am using at the moment. The template makes a huge difference. You can do a lot with Shopify. I really like Shopify. This is not sponsored by Shopify, but I really do like Shopify because they make it very simple to add products, take products away, change the design, the look, everything. They make it very simple. My current website, I did myself. So it is possible. It took me quite a long time, but it's possible. And then also, while you're on there, you can see the professional pictures I've had done. It does make a difference. So I think step one is getting a Shopify account with a template. Again, they're anywhere from $160 to $180. The template I use on my website, if you like it, is called Streamline. So that's step one. And that will get you a legitimate looking website, and a very nice looking website. You can hold on to that website for a long time as you grow. But again, as you grow, as your brand grows and your reach and your customer and everything grows, you're gonna want a custom website. And that's what we're talking about here. So like I said, mine is currently being constructed by my graphic designer. But a custom website really sets you apart. And you can tell that those like beautiful brands out there have custom websites. So again, to me, Shopify is a stepping stone. It's an affordable stepping stone to having a really nice website. And then you get the graphic designer, or you hire someone to do the full-blown custom website. And that's where you just knock them dead. That's where your website is, it's gorgeous and it's interactive and it's just dripping with your brand, and it's custom to you and your brand. And that's what you want. So, website, super important. At the very least, you should be doing a Shopify website with a paid template. Again, very affordable, and you can do a lot with it. And then once you put professional pictures in, you've got all this beautiful branding. Again, it's going to take you to the next level, and it can be done affordably. So we're now at the end of the video. Thank you so much for sticking around. If you haven't noticed, we are in my brand new retail space, which is right behind us. So this is the warehouse area of my retail space. My retail section is actually in the front, but we are in my new space and I'm super, super excited about it. And I have my grand opening this Saturday, which is amazing. I'm so excited, and I will be making a video about my grand opening. So please stay tuned for that. And I will also be making a video. I had a lot of requests for a video on labeling. So not only about where to get your labels done, what good labels are, that kind of a thing, homemade versus professional, adding gold foil, adding full color, things like that. But also, what are the requirements? What are you legally required to put on your labels? I'll be going over that as well. Thank you so much for sticking around, and I hope you look forward to the next video. Until then, bye.